And now introducing 2015 Fantasy Football Champion, Sharon.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Cut the music. Cut the music.
First off, congratulations on your win this year, Sharon.
Thank you. It was hard work, and I put the time in. And what more can I say? I'm the best.
So, let us know, how does it feel to be the 2015 Fantasy Football Champion?
Man, first of all, I'd like to send a shout out to Larry Lorenzo Stevens. Before the draft started, I was thinking I was like number 3 or 4 pick, and he had a 10th pick. So I requested to make a switch so I can get the 10th pick, and because of that, I was able to draft the best fantasy team in the history of fantasy football. So thank you, Lorenzo.
All right, thank you, Lorenzo. Very well said. Let's move on. Do you think you'll be able to repeat as champion next year?
Oh man, do I think? No, I don't think so. I know I can. You see, when you're playing above the greats, you know, I like to put myself in the category of LeBron James, Michael Jordan,
Steph Curry,
Babe Ruth, Steph Curry. He's slightly below that level. Mike Tyson. But when you're playing at that level, I mean, there's nothing that can stop you. And actually, I have some notes that I would like to present. So, just, you know, nothing big. So in my fantasy championship game, my team showed up for me. They came to play. They were ready. Kirk Cousins, #1 quarterback for that week. Julio Jones, #1 receiver for that week. D'Angelo Williams and Tim Hightower, #1 and #2 running backs for that week. Rob Gronkowski, Latavius Murray. My team came to play. And on top of that, special shout out to Bartle, Hot Guns, aka Hot Guns. He was the only team that was able to defeat me during the season. So for that, hey, good game, man. But you know, it's nothing. He did it one time. He wasn't able to do it again, and I'm just the best. I mean, that's all it really comes down to. I'm the best.
All right, shout out to Bartle and Hot Guns there. Now, do you have any advice for fantasy football players out there, or maybe the people you'll be going against next year?
The only advice I can really give is probably just not to play. I mean, that's probably the best way to not lose to me is by not playing at all. I consider myself one of the greats. I've been doing it for a while. And yeah, I mean, pretty much, I'm sorry, this bell gets heavy.
Understandable.
You know, I put in the work, and the only thing I can say is just start playing it now, because that's probably the only way that you're going to be able to beat me, like, honestly. And for the kids, I'm doing this for the kids. I like to consider myself a role model. You know, forget actually being on the field, being a sports athlete. Be the guy behind the keyboard. I mean, sit on your couch, watch TV, and be a champion that way. You know, who needs the glory of being on the field, being a superstar, Tom Brady, you know what I mean, Sam Bradford. Like, who wants to be, you know, on the level of those guys? So, yeah, so my advice is probably just don't show up. That's the best way not to lose to me. Don't show up.
Okay, well, thank you, and I want to thank you for being on the show today. Now, Sharon, do you have any last words for our viewers here?
Actually, I do. As a young boy, I always envisioned myself on one day being successful. And now I can say, I did it. I made it to the top. I did it, Mom. I did it. And on that note, I only got one thing left to say. The champ is here. Cut.